Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to So You Think You're Iconic, the podcast that we're going to teach Kelly how to read one day.
Stop. It still confuses me, okay? We didn't have this a while ago, and I keep saying that, but it's been enough time where I should know better.
You really should. I have
Yeah,
some
all right.
breaking news,
Okay.
some breaking Grammys news. This is Grammy Sunday when we're recording
Okay.
this.
Yes.
Um, Best R&B performance is a tie between Leave the Door Open and Pick Up Your Feelings. And I'm very upset because it should have just went to Pick Up Your Feelings. Yeah.
Uh,
Jasmine Sullivan should not have to share her first Grammy.
yeah, no.
I don't like
It
that.
should just be hers.
It seems misogynistic to me. I don't like
She's
that.
earned it.
She
She's earned
has.
it.
She has.
These white men.
I
Take them
don't
all
like it.
out.
Don't like it.
Take them out.
Yeah, but how was your week, Kelly, or your past 2 weeks? Because when you're listening to this, there's like no change for you, but it's been 2 weeks
Yeah,
for
but
us.
for us, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been pretty good, actually. Um, Work's been okay. Don't hate it as much. It's been all right. Um, I haven't told you this yet, but I got my nose pierced today.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. It was honestly such a last minute decision. I was talking to my cousin last night and she's like, "Oh yeah, look at my new piercing that I got yesterday." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's so cool." And she's all like, "When are we going to get like your nose pierced? Just come down tomorrow and we'll do it." Because I want to get another piercing. I'm like, "Dude, another piercing? It's been like a day." Um but yeah, I just decided last minute to get my nose pierced after waiting for like probably a year since I started to want one.
Mhm.
So yeah,
I
just
think you
threw
waited a respectful amount of time.
I
Yeah,
tried to do my research and then I just threw it all out the window of like ever doubting it. And I was just like, we're just gonna do it.
good for you. Good for you.
Thank you.
I will most likely never get a piercing or anything tattooed on my body
That's fair.
because I know the second the ink dries, I'll be like, I don't like this anymore. I just know it.
Okay, see, that's what scares me about tattoos.
That's why I'll never get one.
Like, see, the only thing that I really want to get on my body are flowers, like just simple flowers, because
Mhm.
I think it's something simple enough that I don't think I will ever hate it.
Mm.
Hopefully.
You don't know my mind. You don't know my mind,
Yeah,
Kelly. I
yeah.
can literally put my own fucking name and I'd be like, I hate this. So no, no. And what if I want to become Jewish one day? Like, what if I want to
Oh,
convert
true, true.
and then I want to, and then like I get married and then I can't be married with my wife because
Because if you have
because I have a
tattoos.
tattoo. Yeah. See, like my mind always racing, always moving. Anything else happen?
uh no, I don't think so. I've been pretty chill.
Kelly did try to like trick me and a friend into thinking that she had a boyfriend, and
Oh
like we
yeah.
just ignored it.
Y'all are so fake. I was literally like, "Oh yeah, can I invite my boyfriend to where we're going?" And they're all like, "That's cool."
Right, if you want to, like I was like,
They didn't even ask for any sort of details. They're just like, "Yeah, sure, I guess." And then when
yeah,
I told them it was fake, then they're like, "Okay," because I was wondering. I'm like, "Bro,
yeah.
just wonder out loud,
I
please."
didn't want to be rude. I didn't want to be like, you don't have a boyfriend, or when did you get a boyfriend,
That would have
or
been
like
funny though. That's what I
I
wanted.
didn't want to be rude, so I just accepted it at face value. I was like, okay,
You're like, I've never heard of this man in my life,
I've
but
never heard of
sure.
this man before in my life, and I'm going to meet him for the first time on like a 4-day trip. Great.
This is going to go terrible.
This is going to be awful. And then we're going to have to all drive back home together. Like, it's
In
going to be great.
silence. In
It's
silence.
in
It's gonna be
silence.
great.
6 hours of silence. Love that for us.
Woohoo!
Um, as for me, I went to LA. It was okay. Uh went to my cousin's new apartment. Great view. Great view.
Yeah.
View of the Hollywood side, view of downtown LA. Loved it. Great location, right across the street from a Starbucks, right down
Let's
the
go.
street from a Target. They're building a Whole Foods underneath their apartment. Great place.
Wow.
And then we went to a Korean barbecue place.
Ooh.
I was fine. And then we got a like VIP room because the table they set us at, like the burner thing wasn't working. So they just put us in a VIP room. So we got VIP service and didn't have to pay for it. Great. Um, and then we went to Disneyland.
So jealous.
I have a little rant for Disneyland. Why is everything so expensive? Like it's even more expensive than when we went last year. I'm so confused.
What?
Like
really?
Yes. So they make you pay for fast passes now, which like
no way.
And so I go to
why bring them back at all then? Jeez.
So I go to guest services because I try to do it on my phone and it legit will not let me. So I have to go to guest services. And then the guy's like, yeah, cool. So you get all of these rides, right. But then like the rides you want to go on, those cost an additional charge. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, if you want to ride Radiator Springs, or if you want to ride the Spider-Man ride, or if you want to ride Rise of the Resistance, you have to pay an additional like $18 to $20 per person.
What?
Yes.
How does that make sense?
Girl, I don't know. And so I did that.
Oh no.
And so yeah. And then I like to mobile order my food. I don't wait in lines. Yeah. Why is the food more expensive?
Why?
And it's worse. Like it doesn't taste as good as it used to taste. I was like, because I went to go get me a mac and cheese bread bowl.
Sounds delicious.
It was okay. It was okay. Yeah. And then
that makes me so sad.
And then I was hyping up the food festival last time you heard from us.
Yes.
I went to one food festival booth and got one thing, and then after that I was like, I'm not paying for any more food festival food.
Oh geez.
It was like a impossible slider thingy. I think it was like $12.
Yee.
And it was so small. And I was
that
like,
is a ripoff.
And I was like, look, I get it's a slider, but like this was tiny. I was like, I paid $12 for this.
And was it just one?
Yes. It was
heck no.
It was an impossible slider with avocado on it.
Ugh, no.
So yeah.
That's way too expensive.
I drank a lot though.
Good for you.
Not enough to get drunk because I was there with like my mother. So I got like a drink from like the Avengers campus bar place. It was very good. It had mango boba in it. When we go, I will introduce you to it.
Yes, please.
And then of course I got my frozen margaritas. Duh.
Of course. That's a staple.
So yeah, Disney might be on the decline. Oh, and then at the end of the day, we went to World of Disney in downtown Disney so we could like get stuff.
Yeah.
Tell me why everything in there sucked. I didn't get a single piece of merch.
Really?
Nope, didn't get anything.
And you usually always get something.
I always get something. I did not get a single thing.
Dang.
So Disney might be on the decline. I don't know what's going on.
And I mean, weren't things closed when you went too?
Oh yeah. Pirates of the Caribbean was closed. I almost fell to my knees. I wanted to cry. I was so sad. That Pirates of the Caribbean is the ride I ride like 3 times a day because when I get tired, I go and I ride Pirates of the Caribbean.
I feel like that's everyone's rest ride.
Yeah, because like the line is usually no longer than like 20 minutes. The ride's like 10 plus minutes.
Yeah, it's long. It's cool.
It's cool.
You get down to there. Sit.
You might get a little spray of water at that little cannonball thingy area.
True.
Like my relaxation ride, and it was closed.
No relaxation this time.
I had to sit outside.
Like a barbarian.
Like a second class citizen. I was
disappointed.
So
also, Disney, why didn't y'all upgrade everything when everything was closed?
Right? You were closed for like a year and a half.
It's not like y'all weren't making money. Let's be real.
They were closed for like a year and a half and they couldn't do their refurbs then? Okay.
Right.
Well, whatever.
Right. Whatever, I guess.
But yeah. And then we came back home, and I'm just gonna gloss over this. My dog died.
Yeah.
Very sad. Woohoo.
Yeah.
Yay.
Moving on.
Moving on. Uh is that it? Is that all I did? Oh, this week I watched a whole bunch of movies and they were all terrible. Death on the Nile.
Oh, wait. No, I forgot to tell you. My friend watched Velocipaster.
Did they?
Yes. They had
Okay.
a whole watch party and everything. I couldn't make it, unfortunately. But the things that they sent me over Snapchat, oh my gosh.
Can't wait.
It
I love
it
that
gets
scene.
worse,
I love
Jordan.
that
It
I
gets
love
worse.
how does it get worse than instead of putting in VFX, they put in title on the screen, insert VFX here.
No, because there's a part, I don't want to say anything because I want to watch it, but there's a fight scene and it looks like a high school like film club put this together.
Love that.
Honestly.
Love that. Love that. Can't wait. Yeah, but Death on the Nile was bad. Tell me how we were an hour into the movie and nothing happened. Like no one had
I
died yet. I was like, what's going on? It was bad, Kelly.
I'm still holding out hope for
Watch it
Niall.
tonight.
I haven't seen it
Watch
yet,
watch
but
it tonight. I promise you it's bad. I promise you it's bad, and I promise you can tell who the murderer is as soon as the person who dies. Like you will know. Um
oh
and then I watched that terrible um what was I just watching, Kelly?
the Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. I watched some movie on Hulu. What was it? Let me see. I gave up like halfway through. Okay. Premium Rush. It has Joseph Gordon-Levitt in it. Literally, he's like a carrier or something like that. Like he
Joseph
delivers.
Gordon-Levitt's in it?
Yeah, he delivers like packages or something. It was bad. I didn't even
Oh,
get to the climax of the movie, so I don't really know what happens. I was just like, this is so boring. So I gave up.
yikes.
So yeah, lots of ups and downs this week or these past two
Really?
weeks. Lots of them. But let's go back up.
Yes.
So let's talk about our movie this week, Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen.
Let's go.
So our movie starts off with Lola Step, even though the subtitles kept saying Sep,
Yeah, CEP.
CEP, but when I looked it up, it was Step. So I was like,
And I
what?
feel like they were saying
They were saying
step.
Step.
Yeah.
But yeah, we start off with Lola Step and her family of her mom and her two sisters. Couldn't tell if they were twins or not. But
Yes.
yes, they
We
were.
never really see them anyway.
Yeah, they literally do not matter to the plot. Uh,
No.
they're moving from New York City to Dalewood, New Jersey. And Lola is a very like dramatic theater kid
Oh yeah.
who wants to be like on Broadway or something, or maybe just an actor. I
I
don't
think
know.
she's just an actor. Maybe. Because she
Okay.
freaks out later. Yeah, anyway. I'll get into
Yeah,
it.
yeah, we're gonna do it. And so she's very upset that she's leaving New York to go to Jersey, which like I wouldn't want to be in New York, but I really wouldn't want to be in Jersey.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah.
So yeah, I understand. And so also we learned that her real name is Mary.
Yeah.
Like off the bat, her mom's like, "Your name is Mary."
Yeah. She's like, actually, we're going to stop that right there.
Yeah. She's like, no. I've been Lola since I could like talk. She's like, I'm Lola. I'm like, oh, okay.
Or I was like, sure, that's not what it says on your birth certificate,
Yeah,
but I named you. But go
whatever.
off, I guess.
And so they arrive in Jersey, and their house is kind of cute.
It
It's
is.
kind of cute. It's like very
It
suburban.
is.
Very
Yeah.
suburban.
Also, the rooms inside are huge.
Yes. But Lola's not having it. She's like, I
And
don't
she's
like
not.
this.
No.
She's like, I like apartments. I don't
Yeah,
like
she's
houses.
like, I like living in a shoebox.
Yeah. Even though she probably didn't live in a shoebox because like her apartment had a doorman. So
True.
pretty sure she lived in like a pretty nice apartment. Um And then in her room, she's like getting everything ready, and then she puts up a comically large poster
Oh yeah.
of a musician named Stu Wolf of a band called Siddhartha. And
Yeah, it's wallpaper.
it takes up the entire wall.
Yeah.
Like it's if she laid on it, it would be twice her size.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how she put it up by
Yeah, I don't
herself.
even know how she transported that either.
I don't either. Wow.
Maybe she printed a new one when she got there.
Where she's like, let's just stop off at Kinko's.
I got a really big order I
I
gotta pick
have a
up. Just
really
two
big order to
seconds.
pick up. And then the person from Kinko's has to like tie it on top of her car like a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And then when she gets to the house, like the moving people are like, what is this?
Yeah. They open it, they pull it out, they just see like a curved face.
Yes.
They're like, oh.
And then they help her put it on the wall, and it's a half naked man going on the wall of a teenage girl.
Yeah, they're looking at her like, aren't you 15?
Aren't you 15?
Should you not have a half naked man on your wall?
Yeah. Or is this okay?
Yeah. Yeah, they look at their mom. Is that okay?
She's like,
Did
I love
you approve
expression.
this?
She's like, I love expression.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
I'm an artist. Let
I'm an
her
artist.
live.
And then we cut to Lola going to school for her first day of school, and she's riding her bike, and she like rides into a tree somehow.
I don't know the
how
purpose
that
of that.
happened. But then she gets up and she just continues going. She gets to campus and she meets a girl named Ella, and they bond over their love for Siddhartha. Lola shows Ella her collection of Stu Wolf memorabilia, along with a book about how they're going to get married and live in an expensive apartment in New York.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Very weird.
Yeah.
And then when we see this man's like 30 years old.
Yeah. He's maybe pushing 40.
Maybe.
It's a lot.
He looks a little younger at the end of the movie when he cuts his beard off.
When he gets clean. Yeah.
He looks like a grown man.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be her father.
It could be her father. And then while all of this is happening, a girl named Carla comes in along with like her posse, her buddies, whatever you want to call her, followers. And she just casually drops the fact that her dad is Stu Wolf's lawyer before she begins to just rag on New York about how it's dirty and stuff.
But she's not wrong about New York City.
Wrong.
But the way she went about it
was a little bitchy. Yes.
Yeah, a little bitchy.
A little bitchy. And then so at lunch, Carla is talking to Lola, and she tells her that she sat in her seat during history because she likes to sit in the middle so that people can look at her. And then when Lola says the same thing, she's like, wow, you're very selfish.
Yeah.
Lola's
she's straight up a hypocrite.
Yeah, Lola's like, I like to sit in the middle and be noticed. She's like, wow, that's very selfish of you. And then she tells Lola that she should stay away from Ella because it's social suicide. But Lola doesn't care. And so she just goes outside and eats with Ella because for some reason you can eat outside and inside at the school.
Yeah.
Is that normal?
Yeah, is that normal, guys?
In California, we pretty much at all schools just eat outside.
Eat outside.
I think at my elementary school we ate in a cafeteria, and that was it. And then after that, I never ate in a cafeteria ever again. It was always outside. And then so Lola's sitting with Ella, and Ella invites over a boy named Sam that Lola instantly has a crush on. Like, he barely talks, and she's just like goo like eyes, like not paying attention to a word he's saying.
But it's very fast.
It's very fast. But then she like knocks herself out of it. She's like, I can't have a boyfriend. I have to focus on my acting career.
She's really adamant about it.
Yeah, even though she's not auditioning, didn't have an agent, and she lives in Jersey. She's like, yep, I'm going to have an acting career any day now. After some time of living in Jersey, Lola and Ella become like best friends. And one day they go to Ella's house in like the rich part of town. That's like gated community. even though her house didn't look any bigger than Lola's.
Yeah, it just was in a nicer neighborhood.
It was just in a nicer neighborhood. Ella's mom comes in while they're hanging out, and she thinks that Lola is weird because she saw her mom at the grocery store, and she's like a very flowy, earthy woman, and she's a single mother. Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh, God forbid.
God forbid you be a single mother.
Where is her husband?
Yeah, a woman cannot be without her husband. It's against the law.
Of course not. Of course.
At least it is in Jersey.
Yeah. Also, the fact that she was offended by chopsticks in her hair.
Yeah.
What?
And the fact that she doesn't like microwaves.
Yeah.
And I was like, I get why someone wouldn't like a microwave. Like you literally have
waves
radiation.
coming at you.
Yeah, there's literally radiation going on in your kitchen. Like I understand.
Yeah. And you just casually stand by it every day.
Yeah, I personally don't care because, like, who cares? But
honestly,
some people do.
Yeah, and then we have to hate them for it in Jersey.
Yeah. And so Lola's like, she shouldn't think that way about my mother. My mother's not a single mother. She's a widow. And then tells this grandiose story of how her father died in a motorcycle accident on 9th and 10th Avenue in New York City while carrying the largest bouquet of flowers ever to exist.
Yeah. Also, can I say the special effects that they used for this portion of the movie sucked ass, but I love it because it's so nostalgic.
The funniest one is the one at the beginning of the movie where she's wearing like the Breakfast at Tiffany's outfit and then she does the flip on the tree.
Yes.
Funniest one in the entire movie.
It's something to see.
It's something.
It literally looks like somebody took a picture of her like standing and like flipped it in Photoshop.
Yeah. It's really bad. But you gotta love that 2000s editing. And then so after that, Lola goes home that night where her mom is making like a sculpture or pottery or something. I know nothing about art. And tells her that she likes the chopsticks in her hair. Oh, very sweet.
Oh.
But then she never compliments her mother ever again. Sometime later, after PE, Carla is talking about how she got the drama club's production of Pygmalion changed from its old version into a more modernized musical. So My Fair Lady with modern music.
Fair Lady, yeah. basically.
Instead of like just saying that to this director, she was like, I was thinking maybe we should just like modernize it, make it New York, make her a checkout girl, maybe blah 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 blah, and then she becomes like a teacher at the end or whatever, and then she's like, awesome, let's put in some music. And then when the director was like, so you want to do My Fair Lady, she's like, no.
No.
I need you to write some music. It needs to be R&B/pop influenced. There needs to be an obscene amount of dancing for a high school production.
Also a budget for costume and
design
that's astronomical, but also looks like a kindergartner put it together.
Yes, at the same time. And then we also need to change like the title.
Yes.
Because copyright.
Of course.
And like you have to do all of this yourself.
Yeah,
because
I'm just here to shoot ideas at you.
Yeah, I'm just shooting around ideas. We're just piggybacking off of each other's energy. I knew you wanted to do this, so I just like spoke it into existence for you. So that's what's going to happen now. They're doing Eliza Rocks. Yay!
Yeah, Eliza Rocks.
And so
I love how they put rocks in there. Like she's cool, but like you could read it as like a rock band, and there's no
rock music.
No rock music in this.
No rock music at all. And so Lola goes to the auditions and she performs a Siddhartha song because even though she knew it was going to be a musical,
Yeah.
She did not prepare a song.
No, she did not.
so
No, she didn't.
so the director was just like, do whatever you want, just sing anything. And so she sings a Siddhartha song, and she's like really feeling herself after.
Oh yeah, she
She's
is.
like, I killed that shit. And even though her voice was auto-tuned while singing a
Oh
cappella.
yeah. Yeah. There is no mic in sight.
No mic in sight.
Also, the
And-
fact that the
and then-
teacher knew exactly what she was singing.
She knew exactly what she was singing. And although she was playing the piano, there was no piano being played in
No.
the background music. It was bad.
Also,
Oh,
the fact that she totally lost her mind when she found out that she had to do a song. And then she steps up there like it's no big deal.
yeah. She's like, okay, I'm ready now.
Yeah, she's all like, actually, I pulled myself together. It's good.
And seemingly no one else auditioned that day. So-
Yeah. Yeah. Also,
So-
the fact that the teacher made her go first after she admitted that she didn't have a song.
right? She's like, just get up here.
How savage, dude.
Yeah. She's messy.
Like, she didn't even give her like a chance to like go. She's like, you know what? You can either go last, you can find something, or maybe you can do
Yeah.
it tomorrow. She's literally like, you go first.
Kelley, you've watched this movie. You've seen how messy she was
Yeah,
throughout this
true.
movie. She was very
True.
messy. And so auditions are over, and so it's either the next day, maybe the next week, who knows.
Who knows?
And Carla and Lola show up to school before even the janitor. And then after he opens up the doors, because for some reason he left them in.
Yeah,
That was weird.
he was very trusting.
Yeah. He just left them in school like hours before school was supposed to start. And then so
Didn't even question it.
nope. And so they run through the school halls like they're in like some sort of zombie apocalypse or throwing shit at each other.
Yeah.
Everyone's slipping and sliding because they're all wearing heels at like 7 a.m. for some reason.
Yeah, and they're not small heels either.
They're not.
They're not.
They're not. And then Carla somehow gets to the cast list first. And so yeah, Carla is very happy. She looks at the list. She's like, I got the part I wanted. And so Lola slowly goes up. She sees that she's Eliza, and she and Ella jump for joy.
Celebrate.
And then Carla tries to save face as she says that Mrs. Higgins is a more important role, but like Lola is not having it.
No. Also, the fact that she said that's the role that she auditioned for specifically.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't even go for Eliza, even though like later that's what she really wanted.
No, I think she did go for Eliza. She
You
just didn't
think?
get it. And then she was just
Oh.
like, I was auditioning for
Oh.
Mrs. Higgins the entire time.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, as someone who has recently seen My Fair Lady, no one wants to be Mrs. Higgins.
No.
She shows up like 5
Twice.
times throughout the
Yeah.
entire play.
Yeah.
I don't even think she gets a song.
Yeah, she does.
She does.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It was not a great show, if I'm being completely honest.
Show, what did you watch?
My Fair
You didn't-
Lady?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw they had like a production in New York, and me and Sabrina went.
Yeah. Okay.
Did I just say New York?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. In SF.
Yeah, I was about to be like,
Yeah,
it's a casual trip to New York, I see.
yeah, I forgot to tell you. We took a little trip to New York. We saw
It's tiny.
My Fair Lady, got some Shake Shack, and just hopped on back.
I do that. I do it.
No, I didn't like it, and I really didn't like the ending. Like, I really did not like the ending.
Okay.
It was the most how can I explain this? I'm gonna spoil My Fair Lady as if it hasn't been out for 80 years. At the end of the movie, My Fair Lady and whatever that doctor's name is, can't remember at this point, they like meet up, and it's like kind of suggestive that they like get together, but it also isn't. So I don't know what happens. It literally just ends with them like sitting next to each other, and like that's it.
Yeah. It's assumed that they get together.
I was like, what is this? Go back to that rich boy. please. Like he was pining for you. Please go back to that rich boy.
Yeah. Dude, he waited for so long.
So long.
And he was so down for her.
Yes. But this isn't about My Fair Lady and how it needs to be like reworked. Let's get back to the movie. Oh, and so Lola and Ella are like jumping for joy, and then randomly Sam is there.
Yeah.
He's just randomly there.
He comes out from like another hallway like he's been waiting for them.
Yeah.
It's strange.
It's very strange. Because he gets there like immediately after them, even though they ran.
Yeah.
Very weird. Very weird. And then so sometime later, Lola is at home and she learns that Siddhartha is breaking up and thinks it's the end of the world. And so she shows up to school the next day and she and Ella hold a candlelight vigil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very dramatic.
And they pass out flyers.
They pass out flyers to try to stop the breakup, as if that's going to do anything.
Yeah. It's all very, very dramatic.
It's very dramatic.
I don't even think I was this distraught when One Direction broke up. And I love One Direction.
Lord, when One Direction broke up, that was a dark day to be at a school.
It was a dark day to be at a school and on Twitter.
It was a very dark day. Oh, goodness. That was so annoying.
Oh, yeah.
And so sometime later, they go to the mall and they're like passing out their flyers. And they see Carla playing someone in like a DDR type game, Dance Dance Revolution.
Yeah.
And Lola goes up to play her, even though Carla's supposed to be like the best player in town, or whatever. While playing, Carla brags that Siddhartha is having a farewell show in New York City, and it hasn't been announced yet. And also that there's going to be a party at Stu's house after. And Lola lies and says that, oh yeah, she knew about that, and that she was invited because her mom knows their manager, forgot his name, forgettable name.
Yeah, I don't know.
And so, yeah. And then they play their game. Lola loses the first round. Play again. Carla loses the second round. Lola wins. Yay. But then somehow Lola won the entire game. And I was like, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like you're at a tie.
You're at a tie
like,
now.
You need a tiebreaker.
Yeah, this is not how this works.
That's not how games work. But yeah. And then I was also confused because while they were dancing, at one point someone would get ahead and then the other person would just completely stop.
Yeah. Yeah, literally someone would do one more perfect than the other and then be like, I'm done.
Right? They were like, I give up.
I can't catch up.
Also, they were dancing, but they weren't looking at the screen.
No, they weren't. Also, I swear to you that their feet sometimes didn't even touch the pad.
They didn't. But I was just laughing because I was like, the screen is the other way. Turn around.
Yeah, turn around.
But yeah, it was awkward. It was very awkward, but it happened. And so after Lola wins, Ella's confused as to why Lola lied because one, they don't have tickets to this show that hasn't been announced yet. And two, they don't even know where Stu lives.
No.
So how are they going to get into Stu's party? But Lola says, you don't have to be invited to parties in New York. Everyone just shows up.
No. And she said she lived there.
Literally everything in New York has a guest list. What do you mean? That's insane. Come on, Lola. And so Lola asks her mom if she can go to both the party and the show. Maybe even just the show. She might have not brought up the party.
I think it was just the show.
Cool. Just the show. And so her mother, of course, says no. She's like, no, you're not going to a rock concert by yourself. Like, you're 15 years old. And so Lola's like, I'm going on a hunger strike. But then her dad calls.
Oh, the dad that's dead?
The dad that's dead? Yes. Um, and he offers to take her to the concert, but she's like, that's embarrassing.
Oh my gosh.
So Lola essentially gets grounded for being unreasonable. And then also because she snuck Domino's in her room when she was on her quote unquote hunger strike.
Like I love how she turned the option down to be dropped off.
Yeah.
Because it would be embarrassing. Like, girl, who's gonna know?
She would know. Plus, she has to keep up the lie that her father is dead.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I totally forgot about that.
Even though she could be like, "This is my stepdad. This is my uncle." Yeah, she didn't think about that.
It's my mom's boyfriend.
Yeah, didn't think about that.
Ex-lover. I don't know.
Yeah, and so the next day at school, Carla shows up, and she shows Lola her Siddhartha tickets. And Lola tells Carla, "Oh, I got mine yesterday, but I just didn't want to flaunt them around." Like, she is being a full-on habitual liar at this point.
It's getting to be a really bad problem.
It's becoming a problem. So Carla's like, "Can you please just stop lying?" Like, just like, please, can you just stop lying? And so Lola's like, "You know what? Since you think I'm lying, I'll meet you at that party." And then Ella like agrees. She's like, "Yeah, see you there." Oh my god.
Ella needs to pick a side.
Ella, right? Are we gonna live in reality or are we gonna be liars? Like, we can't do both.
Yeah. Like, are you gonna grow a spine or are you just gonna let her do everything?
You're just gonna let her do everything.
Yeah.
And so that day they go to the mall to buy the concert tickets because that's a thing, apparently.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, is that how people bought tickets before, like, the internet?
I have no idea. Box office?
Like, I've literally never thought about how people did that.
Yeah, me neither.
I thought you just had to go to the box office of the city, wait in line,
and then buy one.
Unless
you were like I don't know any other word for it, but a season ticket holder.
Yeah.
Like a patron or whatever. Then you get like tickets to shows and you say which ones you want to go to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who knows? We have internet now. I don't know how stuff works pre-internet.
I'm not gonna worry about it.
I'm not gonna worry about it. Don't have to worry about it.
Nope.
And so they're sold out, and so like they're fucked.
Yeah, essentially.
And so they then just go to Lola's house and Lola just starts looking for an outfit as if she's going to this concert anyway.
Lola's a mess, dude.
She's
such a mess.
She's such a mess. And so while she's looking for something to wear, Ella has like a full-on breakdown.
Oh, because
she can't bring herself to lie to her parents about going to New York, which, like, same.
Yeah.
Like, if I was just going to someone's house, like, down the block, sure, I could lie about that. Going to a whole different state
for a couple of hours
no
at night, no,
because I know damn well as soon as I got back,
I'd be dead.
Yeah, because my mom would find out. Like, she would find out, and she would kill me.
If I still get in trouble for not telling my mom that I'm not coming home at a certain time, when I tell her I'm going to be out for a while, if I still get in trouble at my age, I would have been dead at 15.
Oh, yeah.
I would have been annihilated.
Like, 15. Literally never able to leave the house again until I turned 18.
Exactly. I would be on house arrest.
It would have been so bad. Like, literally, y'all would have seen me at school and I probably wouldn't even be allowed to talk to you.
No.
It probably would have been like, you go to school, you do your work, you come home. Don't talk to nobody.
Yeah, nope.
Don't do nothing extra.
Yep. Because they're gonna find out too.
They'll find out. Oh, to be white. Just for a day. just for a day. Just to feel that. Just to feel that freedom.
Right.
Yeah, and so Lola's like, okay, you're gonna ruin this. So she convinces her mother into letting them go. And into talking Ella's parents into letting them go.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, so we can't go? Cool. So now I need you to convince Ella's parents to meet us in New York, let us stay at their hotel, and for Ella to go. Also, I need you to change everything about yourself before we go meet with them.
Right.
So that they'll agree to do it.
Right. Also, I'm really proud of you and I love who you are as
Yeah.
a person, but you
Love who
need to
you are.
change.
But you need to change literally everything about you. You need to do your hair. You need to put on
Yeah.
some regular clothes.
Yeah. Here's your script. Stick
Yeah.
to it. Don't go off topic.
We
Don't bring up
do
microwaves.
no, we do not deviate from the script.
Right. We need this plan to work.
Yes. And so it works. They're like, sure.
Yeah. And also her parents pulled the, why didn't you just ask, honey?
Yeah.
We would have said yes.
Who would have said yes?
As she sits there in fear.
Yes, it's their
Ella's
fear.
literally just
Doesn't respond.
frozen. Yeah, she's just like, what?
And then so one day after rehearsal for the play, Lola has like a fantasy of her being Marilyn Monroe dancing with Stu Wolf. And then after that fantasy, after that fantasy, she's like, you know what I want to do? I want to steal the Eliza dress for the concert. Because yeah, people wear dresses to concerts.
Yeah, they do.
They do. They really do.
Yeah,
Dresses and high heels.
Especially as fancy as the ones that they wore.
Yeah, to rock concerts all the time.
To rock concerts all the dang time.
All the time.
We were underdressed at our concert.
Yeah, and I thought I dressed up a little bit. So
yeah, I wore jeans and a nice shirt. Like,
yeah, I wore slacks, a nice shirt.
Yeah.
No, I guess I'll try better next time.
Yeah, no more sneakers for me.
I'll pull out my suit.
Yeah.
I
do have a red ball gown. I'll wear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
How dumb would we fucking look if we went to a concert?
In San Francisco, like that?
San Francisco,
Ooh.
wearing a suit and a dress.
Yeah.
We would get laughed at. Mocked.
Yeah, we would.
People would treat us like a spectacle and ask to take pictures with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lola's a little crazy. She may need psychological help.
May.
Oh, definitely needs psychological help.
Yeah.
And so after she decides that she wants to steal the dress, she distracts the director while she has Sam steal the dress from like the prop room or whatever, which is like 2 miles away from the auditorium. Yeah. And it has all the costumes in there. I'm like, y'all have to run this far to get y'all costumes?
Right. Like, if there is no space for this amount of clothing, how are y'all gonna do anything backstage?
And so the director then like freaks out for some reason. Like, she's stressed the fuck out because directors get stressed out.
She's like 1 moment away from a full-on breakdown.
Yeah. And so she goes into the drama room to like check out the costumes for some reason. She's like, I just need to look. She's like, I have a feeling. And so Sam sneaks out before getting the dress. And Lola goes out to thank him for trying. But then he somehow was able to get it, even though he was empty-handed when he left.
Yeah, and he put it back. While he was sneaking around the room.
Yes.
That man must have been down bad for her.
But somehow he got it out.
Yeah.
I guess we could say he went back, but that seems very unlikely because
it does.
Yeah. And so the night of the concert, Ella and Lola get on the train to New York and they get ready for the concert. And Ella gives Lola the money for the tickets because she doesn't want to have to deal with a scalper. Scalper, Jordan? Is that right? Yes. Okay.
Yeah, scalpers.
That seemed wrong.
I love how confused you look.
I was like, scalper? Scalper.
You're like, scalper. What? You've clearly never dealt with a scalper.
Hell no. Those are all scams. Those are never real tickets. Don't ever do a scalper. Those are never real tickets. No. Which, like, Lola should know that for someone who's from New York.
Right.
But, like, they didn't scan the tickets, so maybe that was something you could get away with back in the day. I don't know.
I guess. Yeah.
And so they get ready in the train. They get to New York City, meet Ella's parents, and they take them to the concert. We get to this concert, Kelly. There are so many people. The way
Oh
I
my
the way I
gosh.
would see that many people, I'm like, cool, 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 cool. I'm going home.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
I'm not doing this.
It was literally a mob outside of the theater.
There were hundreds of people for a full New York block. I
Yeah.
was like, I'm not doing that.
Mm-mm. You're never getting in.
I'm never getting in. It's going to take 50 years to get out.
Yeah.
The price
You're
of
you're
it.
gonna be you're gonna be packed like a sardine in there.
Yeah, I'm not doing that at all. I'm so sorry. My
Yeah.
anxiety
Also,
wouldn't let
like
me do that.
the fact that there would not be a theater that big in New York City for all of those people that they had out there.
Yeah, it looked like a Madison Square Garden amount of people,
Yeah.
and they were just on like some like random what looked like a
On a
Broadway
regular, yeah.
theater like entrance.
Yeah. Broadway theaters aren't that big.
I don't think any of them hold more than like 2,000 people. So I was like,
Yeah.
I
There
don't
were
know
so
how,
many people
don't know
outside
how
of that
all y'all
theater.
get it in there, but y'all do what y'all got to do.
Yeah, go off, I guess.
Um, oh, it is Scalper because I literally wrote it.
We learn something new every day, don't we, Jordan?
We really do. We really do. And so they get to the Scalper and they agree on a price, even though Lola said she was gonna haggle, but she did not.
She doesn't. She just accepts it.
He says $120 and she's like, sold. And then so she reaches into her bag to look for her makeup bag to pay this man. And then she realizes that she left her makeup bag on the train. So they have absolutely no money. And so instead of going back to the hotel, what do? They try to sneak in.
Yep, that's the next logical
That's
step.
the next logical thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then so Ella gets in, but
No
Lola gets caught.
Yeah.
And while trying to talk her way in, she gets Ella kicked out. And so they missed the concert. No
I would
concert
have
for
been
them.
pissed if I was Ella.
Right?
I'd have been like, I don't know her.
Right? I'm like, I don't know. I don't like know her.
She was just behind me.
You're the only two girls here wearing dresses.
Mm.
like I'm sorry, but you obviously know each
Yeah,
other.
you obviously are together.
There's no way. And so when they're outside, Ella decides to go back to the hotel. But Lola's like, no, we gotta go to Stu's party in Soho.
No.
And then they walk from Times Square to Soho. Look, I don't even live in New York, and I know Soho is far.
Yeah, that's a long way away. You know what? I'm gonna look it up just for you guys.
Yeah.
Because it's a long time.
It's a long time to get anywhere in New York.
True.
But like hopping neighborhoods like that, Manhattan, no.
And so, also, the fact that everyone goes everywhere on foot. I don't think anyone's going from Soho to Times Square.
No, I was like, why didn't y'all take a train?
Yeah.
But that's just me. Oh, it's raining. Like torrential downpour.
It takes 50 minutes.
To walk?
Yeah.
Hell no. In heels? Hell no.
Yeah, in a dress at night, and I'm 15. I'm gonna get kidnapped.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Oh, speaking of which, while they're walking, Ella notices that they're being followed by a man.
Oh.
So Lola goes to talk to him, and it's her dad.
Yeah.
He's looking after them.
Yeah.
Because they're two 15-year-old girls. And he noticed that they were just walking to Soho by themselves.
Yeah. Also, if I was Ella, the rain would have been my first clue for me to go back to the hotel. But if I noticed some man was following me, I would have said absolutely not and gone home.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going home.
That would have been the final straw for me.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm out.
Some man is following me on the dark streets of New York City. I'm leaving.
Yeah. That's the next logical step.
Yeah. And so Lola goes to talk to him and she's like, walk further away from us. And then he's just like, sure. Why not? But he's like, but I will wait for you outside of the party. And if anything happens, I'm coming in. Like
how would he even know?
Yeah, how would he know? How would he? And then Yeah. And
Mm.
so they notice Carla's car and they follow it to the party because apparently that concert was only an hour long. And
Must have sucked.
yeah, and they try to sneak in again to no avail, but a
Mm.
drunk Stu gets kicked out of his own party and walks off. So they follow this grown man into an
No,
alley,
a dark
a
alley.
dark alley, and they find him in the trash and take him to a diner.
Where was the dad? He said he
Yes,
was gonna watch.
he said he was going to be right outside.
Exactly.
What
Where was the
happened?
dad?
What happened?
If I was Lola's dad, the second they started following that man down
A
the alley,
grown
that would have been it.
man? I'd be
That
like,
would have been
oh,
it.
no. Come
Yeah,
here. Come
no.
here. No, we're
Yeah.
not doing that.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm. And he's drunk
Yeah.
and delirious? Uh-uh.
No. Recipe for disaster.
Oh yeah.
They got lucky. What happened to them happened to them.
Honestly.
And so inside the diner, Stu wants food or whatever, but they have
Mhm.
absolutely no money. So they're like, no, you can just have coffee. And
Right.
Stu gets upset. So he throws a donut at a cop and they get arrested. At
Salt
the
and battery.
assault and battery. At the police station, Lola gives her dad's information and Ella freaks out because she thinks that she lied to the police. But Lola's like, well, I didn't lie to
What?
them.
Actually.
He's like, I just exaggerated the fact that my dad died. Like, he didn't
Died,
die.
yeah. Yeah. It was very metaphorical. I'm
Yeah.
sad you didn't pick up on my meeting.
Yeah. Like, you should have known. Like,
Yeah.
it was an outrageous story. Like, you shouldn't
Yeah.
have believed me.
Gaslight girl boss.
Gaslight girl boss. And then Ella's like, okay, but like, why did you lie? And she's like, to seem more interesting. Habitual liar.
Yes. Also, the fact that she thought a dead dad would make her more interesting.
Kelley, she's a habitual liar. They don't think straight.
Yeah,
Their
you're
stories don't make sense. They don't think straight.
right. No.
They need therapy. Like, why lie? Like, there's literally
Yeah, why? I
they don't think straight, Kelley. They don't think like you and me. They
guess
they need
not.
help. They need help. Therapy is needed. And then so Ella's like, cool. Don't talk to me anymore. She's like, leave me alone.
Yeah,
She's
which
like,
very much fair.
fair. She's like, you have me in the middle of the city with this random guy I don't know who's drunk. We're in a police station.
Yeah.
We're soaking wet. Like, leave me
Mhm.
alone. Don't
Yeah.
talk to me.
Yeah, more or less everything you've told me in our friendship is also a lie.
Yeah,
So
please.
I'm not trusting you with anything.
Yeah, leave me alone. Sometime later, Lola's dad comes. Don't know how he came because he was not at home and
No.
didn't seem to have a cell phone. So don't know how he found them.
It's his dad senses.
His dad senses that weren't tingling when they met with a random guy in an alley, but no, they're at the police station. Ding, 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 ding. And so he picks them up, and Stu is now seemingly sober. Don't know how that happened.
Yeah.
He is like fully cognitive of what is happening at this point in time. And I'm like,
it took him like what, 30 minutes maybe?
30 minutes to sober up with like no food, no water, no nothing.
No rest.
His liver was just working overtime.
Oh yeah.
It was just like, we gotta go. We gotta go.
Right. They're like, only this much alcohol tonight, Steve? This is a light night.
He's like, oh, this is only gonna take me 30 minutes. Yay. And so Stu's like, cool. Everyone come back to my house. Let's party. And so they get inside and Stu lends them clothes and they see Carla at the party and they wave at her and Carla is shook.
So shook. Oh my gosh.
Like she's like a deer in headlights. Like she's still like she stops, she stares at them. One of her friends is like pulling her and she's like moving, but she's like still staring at them. And I was like, yeah.
She was honestly having a breakdown. They made it.
She was. Like her brain completely fried. Like her whole like objective of life changed that moment.
Yeah.
Like she saw them waving at her, and her whole life just flashed before her
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah. Her brain just like shut down, panic, and then just life.
Yeah. She was like, and so we'll talk about what happens after. We'll talk about
Yes.
what happens later. Because like
Yes.
Carla really had to do a hard reset. Um,
Yeah.
later Stu finds Lola and he's drunk again. Like it's
Yeah.
been like 15 minutes and he is drunk again.
Yeah. At this point, he just shoved every bottle of alcohol he could find
Yeah,
in
he
his mouth.
probably, as soon as he walked in, he probably grabbed a bottle of champagne and just went look, 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 look.
Yeah.
And then Lola's like talking to him and she's like, you know what? You're a drunk. She's like, I thought you were like this illuminating, thought-provoking man. You're just
Yeah.
a drunk.
Yeah. You're just a white drunk man.
Yeah. And then he feels very sad, but then we just cut to school.
They didn't even let him react. He's just sitting there and then it's cut.
And it's cut. At school, I guess that Monday, Ella and Lola tell everyone that they saw Carla. And then Carla's like, no, you didn't. Carla's like, you were not there.
Yeah.
Like I said, her brain did a hard reset. She was like, no, you weren't.
That's literally when she blacked out. So she's probably telling the truth.
Yeah. She probably only saw red. And she was like, no.
Yeah, no.
I did not see you.
No, absolutely not.
Carla is like, yeah, you weren't there. And then she starts calling Lola a liar. And then when Lola brings up her dad, she's like, I thought your dad was dead. I chuckled. I had to chuckle. I'm so sorry. That was iconic. She was
it was funny. Yeah, it was funny.
She was like, yeah, my dad and his dog was there. She was like, your dead
What
dad?
Yeah. What dad?
I chuckled. I had to. And then she brings up the fact that she knows Lola's real name somehow. Don't know how that happened.
Yeah. Right.
She just calls her Mary. And I'm like, how did you learn this information?
Right. Like nobody has said Mary around you.
No one. The only person who knows her name is Mary is that teacher. But then you lied to her and told her that it was like a clerical error.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then so now everyone thinks she's a liar and they're like laughing at her. Carla then at rehearsal does it again. She tells everyone that Lola's a liar.
She's so petty for that.
She is.
She is so petty for that.
And then Lola is like, I stole the Eliza dress. And the director's like, no, you didn't. Like,
why would she admit to that?
I don't know, Kelly. I don't know.
Like it's obviously back in the room, so of course no one would think you stole it.
The director's
you
like,
didn't take pictures with it anywhere outside of the room.
No, the director's like, no, it's in the closet. It's been there all weekend. Like I checked it this morning. Like it's there. Yeah. And Elijah's like, no. I took it to a party. I got it all wet. Blah 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 blah. And then Carla's like, wow, you're crazy. And then everyone just starts laughing at her. And then everyone thinks that Lola's a liar, which she is. And she just starts crying. And then we just cut to another scene. Like there's no resolution in any of these scenes.
No.
And so Lola goes into like a depressive state. And one day Ella comes over and tells Lola she can't let Carla win by bailing out on the play. So after Ella like yells at her and like rips her off the bed, Lola's like, you know what? I'm gonna go do the play.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna go do the play. Lola gets to the school 5 minutes before the play starts. And Carla is in her final act dress. So
imagine doing that, dude.
Yeah. And then and so Carla's like, Lola's like, get out of my dress. And the director comes in, makes Carla get out of the dress.
Yeah. They should have fought, but that's just my
there should have been some swinging.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Megan Fox has it like in her contract that no one can touch her face.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sure.
wouldn't want to either.
No. It's so right before she goes on stage, her mother comes backstage to wish her luck and finally calls her Lola.
Aww.
Yay, really sweet. The play goes on without a hitch, with a budget that rivals Broadway.
Yeah, but designed by a couple of kindergartners.
But designed by children.
Also, can we talk about how the pit band is made up of high school students pressing a play button on their Macs?
On MacBooks, yes. Also, can we talk about how...
And she still directed them.
Yeah, she directed them as if they were actually playing something.
Oh.
Also, can we talk about the fact that all the costumes and shit looked really good, and then we got to Megan Fox, and she had on the cheapest looking wig, and like potato sack is the only thing I can compare it to.
Yeah.
And everyone else had nice shit.
It looks like they went to the Halloween store for the wig, and then they just stopped by Goodwill because they're like, oh crap, I forgot her dress.
Oh, she needs some clothes. Crap. Oh, it's also so Carla was heated.
Oh, yeah.
She was mad. And her scene,
she was straight mad.
She was like, what will we do, sweetie? Like, I was like, wow, you're like mad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then Miss Lola kills it. We get an amazing performance of Drama Queen. She gets a standing ovation. How she was doing all of that singing and dancing at the same time, who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Like,
she was everywhere.
It was heavy dancing. Like, it wasn't like light, like high school production choreography. She was jumping. She was like moving. But she was still hitting all her notes somehow.
Oh, yeah.
And then later that night at a cast party at Carla's house, Stu comes by to see Lola, but Carla tells everyone that he's there to see her.
Girl.
Like, and she says it in front of him too.
Yeah.
She's like, look who came to see me.
Also, the fact that she's like, when he shows up, she's like, wait here. You cannot come into my house.
But he's like, but didn't you just say I could come in?
Right. And then he finally just makes his way in.
Yeah, he just walks in. And so he sees Lola and he gives her back her necklace that she left at his house. While Carla falls into a fountain randomly. A fountain that's inside of her house.
Inside of her house. Also, the fact that Lola was invited to Carla's party.
Right? Weird. Weird.
She was straight mad earlier, so.
Yeah, and she let her come into her house. Let me tell you right now, I'm not letting someone I hate into my house.
No.
I don't care what's happening.
No.
And then so after Carla falls into one of the many fountains inside of Carla's house, Lola goes over and helps her out, and they have like a cute little we respect each other now moment, even though you didn't a few seconds ago.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We made up so quickly.
Yeah.
I love you, bestie.
there's only 2 minutes left in this movie. We've got to wrap this up. And so Stu then tells Lola that he's sober now and he's in recovery, and thanks her for waking him up from being a drunk, even though it's only been like a week since that happened. It's only been a week. And
like, I'm glad you made it to a week, but...
Right? I'm very happy that you've been a week sober.
Yeah.
But like, let's go back to rehab.
Yeah.
A week is not enough time.
No. Like, we can celebrate your week, but you have to go back.
Yay for your week.
Yay!
We go back. We love daily improvements, but
yes, we do.
Go back.
Yes.
Please. So and then so he then offers to like dance with her, and he flirts with her for some reason. And then while they're dancing, he turns into Sam, and then Lola mentions that Sam and her are dating now, and that's the end of the movie. Very awkward.
It's very awkward. Also, like, her and Sam had maybe like 3 minutes tops of screen time together.
let's see. They said hello in that one scene.
Uh-huh.
They talked while he was fixing a car one time for like 2 minutes.
Walking down the hallway.
Walking down the hallway, they like hugged when Lola got the part. And then when he gave her the dress back.
Yeah.
And they barely even spoke when it happened. So like 5 interactions, maybe, let me be generous and say 8 minutes of screen time together.
Yeah. And now they're in love.
And that's not 8 minutes of them speaking to each other. That's 8 minutes of them being in the same scene.
Yeah, same scene. They're on camera together, so we're counting it.
Yeah, they were on camera together for about 8 minutes.
Yeah. That's way more than enough time to fall in love. What are you talking about?
So much time. Okay, Kelly, are you ready for the movie facts?
Yes.
Okay. Guess who was first offered to play Lola? Disney girl.
Ooh. Okay, Disney girl. That doesn't narrow it down because there were a lot of Disney girls back then.
Yeah.
I
feel like you could get this in like 2 guesses.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was this, like 2006?
Yeah, who was
I feel like there weren't that many in 2006. I feel like the influx of Disney girls didn't start till like 2008.
I can feel that. I feel that.
Yeah.
Shoot, I don't know any of their like names.
They had a show on Disney Channel.
They had a show on Disney Channel?
Yes.
Okay. Is it who I think it is? Blonde?
There's like 3 blonde girls coming to my mind. You're gonna have to.
Yikes! Oh, give me the first letter of the name. Maybe that'll help.
H.
No, I don't know actors' names. You're gonna have to tell me.
Hilary Duff.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was thinking of.
Hilary Duff.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, it was first.
Yeah, I could see her in this.
But Lindsay won. This was also Megan Fox's theatrical debut.
Oh.
Her only Disney movie. The mall scene where Lola and Ella are like handing out flyers was shot at Erin Mills Town Center in unpronounceable Ontario. It's literally like Mississauga. It's like Mississippi.
What?
It's like Mississippi. It's like MISSISS and then it's AUGA. So Mississauga? So sorry, Canada.
Yeah, sorry, Canada. I really like you, but what?
It's at that shopping center. If you live nearby, hey.
Yeah.
The dog that belonged to Lola's dad is named Negus after the movie's production company, Negus Productions.
Oh.
In the scene. What? Oh, sorry, I was reading something else. In the novel, which the movie is based off of, apparently there's a novel. It ends differently.
Oh, it does.
Stu does not return Lola's necklace.
Oh.
Lola just ends up with a reputation of being a liar.
They're like, no redemption arc for you.
But Lola and Ella stay friends. Okay. And Lola still gets to be the lead in the school musical.
Oh. Also, we are pronouncing Mississauga correctly.
Cool.
I had to look it up.
Hey, Mississauga, how you doing?
Hi, Mississauga. How you doing?
But yeah, that's the end of the movie facts. Now it's time for the question, Kelly. Is it iconic?
Okay. I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I think it's a really good teeny bopper movie. Also, shout out to you, Megan Fox, for choosing this as your first movie.
I don't think this is her first movie. I think it's her first like movie theater movie.
Oh,
because didn't she do that movie with the Olsen twins that they make fun of like on TikTok?
I'm gonna have to check.
That one where they go to like Vegas or something like that. I can't remember the name of it. Also, that guy from Supernatural is in it. I feel like Megan Fox.
Holiday in the Sun.
Holiday
Oh
in the
my
Sun.
gosh. I
Yes.
was literally listening to one of the songs off that album
Yes, that was her.
earlier this
I think
week.
that was her first movie. Yes.
Oh, yeah, she's in there.
Her
Oh.
acting is like her acting in this movie isn't that
Oh
great.
yeah,
Her movie
it's
and her
not.
acting in Holiday in the Sun is atrocious.
Oh, I don't even remember.
Like maybe some of the worst acting I've ever seen in a movie before. Like it's so bad.
Oh no.
But she's gotten better.
Yeah, she
She's gotten
has.
better. She's
She
obviously been
has.
taking some classes. She's gotten
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. Also,
As
Us Against the World from that movie. So good.
as for me, I said yes.
Yes.
I said
Okay.
yes. It's a Lindsay Lohan versus Megan Fox movie. There's nothing more iconic than that. Uh,
True.
the music in the movie low-key slaps.
It does.
It's like the epitome of a 2000s movie.
Oh yeah.
Like it's very cringy, but like I still love it.
Yeah, they played like like for 90% of the movie.
Yeah.
But that's a good song.
Yeah, yeah. I do wish that Lola could have been a better liar.
Yeah.
But habitual liars, like I said earlier, are usually bad liars. So
Yeah.
I don't fault her
Yeah.
for that.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, they had to like kind of connect it to the book, I guess.
Somehow, yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, I think it's iconic.
Yeah.
Great. We'll never have two rising stars in a movie like this ever again.
Yeah.
Revolutionary. So what are your recommendations for this week?
So I have two songs for my recommendations this week. They come from a playlist that I found called 2000s Rom-Com.
Oh, okay. I watched like 3 rom-coms this morning.
Really?
I watched the Wedding Planner,
Oh,
Miss Congeniality,
good.
and then The Proposal.
Oh,
They were on
so
TV
good.
and I just watched them.
So these songs are from that playlist. The first one is 83 by John Mayer. Really good song.
Gun to my head, I could not tell you a single John Mayer song.
Really?
Like literally, you could be threatening my entire family at this very moment, and I could not tell you a single name of a John Mayer song. And I've heard, and what's so funny is I've heard John Mayer songs before.
Yes, you have.
But I can't tell you a single name.
Oh, not even the one that was like his like summer bop.
No,
a couple years ago.
Literally,
oh come on,
nothing pops up, Kelly. Nothing.
Wow.
Like I'm trying my damnedest at this very moment to think of a John Mayer song.
Oh my god.
And there's even a movie I like that they say the name of a John Mayer song, and I can't. Like it's not coming out.
Jordan.
I can't. I'm so like literally my brain freezes when I try to think of a name of a John Mayer song.
I honestly cannot wait until the day a hurdle song is a John Mayer song.
Girl, I'm just gonna have to just put John Mayer and just select,
then click every one of them.
And just hope for the best.
Oh my god!
Like literally, you just said that name of that John Mayer song, and I can't even remember.
Oh my gosh!
Like for some reason, John Mayer just does not live in my brain.
Your brain's like, I can't hold any more information.
Like, I can't do this.
Everything I know about John Mayer.
We'll barely remember his name, and that's it.
Right. And my second recommendation is "Can't Fight the Moonlight" by Leanne Rimes.
Love that song. Love that song.
So
do you know where that song is from? What movie that song's from?
Ugly Coyote.
Girl, it's Coyote Ugly, but yes.
Oh. Apparently I'm dyslexic as well. Sorry.
A little bit.
Maybe that's why I can't read.
I'm getting you tested.
I'm Jared. I'm 19 and I never learned how to read.
You don't work on Mondays, right? We're getting you tested for dyslexia tomorrow.
Good.
As for me,
that's it for me.
As for me, I have an album and a song.
Oh, okay.
My first recommendation is Attention Miley's live album that she released, I think on Friday. Good time. I got to hear Plastic Hearts live. Really what I wanted. I do still want to tour though. Like don't get it twisted. I still want to tour. I still want to see it live. But take what you can get. Also, I want her to properly do the riff at the end of Plastic Hearts. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. My second recommendation is a song. It's Until the End of Time by Justin Timberlake featuring Beyonce. Great song.
Such a good song.
Justin Timberlake used to make good music. Don't know what happened.
Yeah. Oh my
Don't know what happened. I was not feeling that Man in the Woods album. I really wasn't.
Me neither.
There was also one before that I wasn't really feeling. And then
some of you artists that like are trying to find yourself, can you do so quietly?
Yeah. You can make
I fully support you, but no.
Make your passion projects, but like keep them for yourself.
Yeah.
Give us what we want.
True.
Because like I think his last good album was the 2020 Experience.
The 2020 Experience.
I feel like that was
such a good album.
That was the last good album. Also, we need to talk about
one.
how long those songs are, but like we'll talk about that on another day.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for me. So thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.
It sounds like my dog is outside tearing shit up. That's great.
Thanks, Dash.
Thanks so much. Yeah, so don't forget to follow us on our social media. We have a Twitter and an Instagram. They're both at SYTYI Podcast. You can also send us your movie stories to our email, sytyipodcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to share us with your friends and your family. Subscribe to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen. And don't forget to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts.
Yes, please.
Yay. Continue to wear your mask because apparently COVID cases are starting to go up again. Yay. Wash your hands, get vaccinated, get your boosters. Please. If you're over 50 or have a medical condition, get your second booster. And stay iconic.
Stay iconic, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.